Welcome back to The Vocalist. Today we are listening to Queen, specifically the entire concert from Live Aid 1985. It's a long one. I will do my best to be concise with my commentary, but I think we all know how this is actually going to go. So grab a snack, pull up a chair. Here we go. Okay, I'm already getting emotional. I'm pretty sure I was crying when I watched the movie Bohemian Rhapsody and they did this scene. It's just, there's so much that goes into it. I think, recognizing everything the band went through, and then getting to this point and how they came together and the audience and just so much. I just find it overwhelming emotionally because there's just a lot to appreciate and recognize and also take in because you want to experience this beautiful performance. I'm realizing just how long this video is gonna be, so apologies. I want to go back to the beginning of when he starts singing because there are things to talk about. Here we go. Intonation, not super spot on. First notes, okay? And so we all know that Freddie Mercury musically was just in a league of his own. And whenever people, actually, when people comment about how I don't comment on someone singing out of tune, we all know, like, singers know when they're singing out of tune. And you go back and you listen, you're like, ugh, I wish I hadn't recorded that, or I wish that one note had come out a little differently, but you have to move on. You have to keep going. And so I don't really comment on it that much. But the reason I'm commenting now is because it was the first note, like when you go on stage, sometimes it's been 15, 30 minutes, sometimes even an hour since you had the opportunity to warm up. And it's just, your body is adjusting to everything. I mean, he was able to play a few notes on the piano to kind of get himself situated, but it's not as though he was singing along to these notes. So what I loved about this opening is he didn't sustain the notes. He just sang them and got off of them. And so it's far less noticeable, especially with such a big audience, whether or not a singer is perfectly in tune when you just don't hang out on the notes for as long. So the reason I'm pointing this out is because I think it just speaks volumes to his professionalism as an artist and his experience on stage and how he handles those adjustments. Just killed a man. I got against his head. My trigger, now he's dead. Mama, life had just begun. But now I also think he was kind of taking the temperature of his voice when he sang that high note, just begun, because then he backed off immediately on the last syllable, I think. Life had just begun. Yeah, on begun, he just kind of let that one, I don't know, fade. We've got, 20 minutes ahead of us. So there is a sort of calibration that artists can and should do in live performance when you're sort of figuring out where notes are hitting, where they're sitting in your voice, how they're sounding, if it's comfortable for you, if you're going to have to press more or use more tension in order to get the sounds that you want. And so when it's not sounding exactly like a studio recording, I kind of love it, because I feel like studio recordings are often, not all the time, but often comprised of, takes that maybe took many takes to get to, or maybe you had the perfect privilege of going into the studio and on your best vocal day, so everything was just sounding like gold. The human body is your instrument, and there are fluctuations, whether you're sick, whether you didn't sleep well, whatever you ate the night before or that morning, all of these things can affect how your voice works. So this moment to me is just a moment of like checking in on his vocals to see what they're going to do and how they're going to perform for the entire duration of this concert. So good. Too late, my time has come. And shivers down my spine, body's aching all the time. I love the variation in texture. I mean, he just gave us that warm, velvety tone and then pressed into the notes toward the very end of the phrase. Goodbye, everybody. I've got to go. But I'll leave you all behind. I find the truth. I don't want to try. Sometimes wish I'd never been born alone. this is the kind of stage presence I love. I know some people will be really internal and just kind of dance to themselves, but I love watching him engage with the audience. Like, he's having a great time and he's moving around stage, but I feel like the audience is like an active participant in this, and I love that. I see it all and watch your my only friend through teenage nights. Everything I had to know, I heard it on my radio. You gave them all those old-time stars. You was the worst, invaded by Mars. You made them laugh, you made them cry, you made us feel like we could fly. His vocals on this song are so pretty, and it's such a great contrast to a lot of the other pieces that we hear from him, because there's limited vibrato and it just feels like they're cascading. Like, every line just feels so effortless and so light, and it's different. I mean, when I think of Freddie Mercury, it's like powerhouse to the extreme. And yes, we're going to hear that, but there's also this beautiful grace and elegance, and I'm glad we got to see that, especially in this concert. His breath control is just out of this world if you consider how active he is on stage, and the phrasing he's doing. We're not hearing any gasps or really big inhalations or sudden inhalations. He's still like cool as a cucumber. I mean, his entire body is involved in this, but he manages his breath pressure so expertly. It's just, I mean, we're watching a masterclass for many reasons, of course, but breath pressure is one of them. Let's hope you never leave our friend, like all good things on you eating bad, so stick around. I love his mix when he gets up there. It's only slightly different from what we hear in that chest voice. And it's just a little edgier, a little raspier, but in a way that it's thrilling. It doesn't sound like he's manipulating his voice to sing these higher notes. It just sounds like his voice is blossoming as he gets there. And it is I just love the sound so much. You never leave our friend, like all good things on you eating bad, so stick around. love the harmonies. They are always, I mean, they're good, they're solid, they are tight, but they're also just perfectly timed. When you think about the creation of a song, I feel like Queen's harmonies just always amplified everything, whereas I think sometimes you get harmonies just for the sake of having harmonies. No, there was intention and there was purpose, and they just always sounded so good. I'm gonna be so emotional during this, and I think part of it is like, I'm thinking, I don't think I've ever experienced, and maybe I never will, I mean, iconic performances or even iconic artists. Like, I understand the subjectivity of that phrase or that idea, but I mean, there are just some artists, like, there will never be another. There is no comparison, and I can only imagine, I mean, if any of you were at this concert, please comment below, because I would just love to hear about that experience. It just seems so exciting to me, and to have been there, to have watched it live, to have seen everything unfold. I can't fathom what that would have been like, and I'm a little envious, and I hope to have that experience one day, but at least we have video recording so I can experience it in this way. It's so magical.
All right.
I love, oh my gosh, no, I'm not going to keep saying I'm sorry. I'm enjoying this so much. The runs, two things about the runs. Firstly, if you are a singer trying to improve your runs, putting consonants at the beginning of the vowel sounds, brilliant. Like, do that to start before you try to eliminate the consonants and do a smoother run. But going back to intonation, I mean, just the way he was able to hear all of those notes and not be affected by what the audience could or could not replicate, and still making it possible for the audience to participate and to be involved. And it's almost as if, like, him singing it, like, expecting them to replicate it, gave the audience the confidence to do it. You know, like, I don't know, I think if you were just sitting in the car with your friend and you were like, hey, can you do this? And you just repeated a bunch of notes, some people might say, oh no, that's not possible. But his energy is just so captivating. And it instills confidence, not only in watching his performance and just trusting that it's going to be a brilliant performance, but also I feel like it gave the audience confidence to do what he did, and I'm here for it.
Hey, 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 hey! Hammer fall!
he's singing in mid-range or something lower and more chest dominant, his voice is still so thrilling. It's, I mean, such a unique gift, because for some singers it's just those high notes that really shine, but it, like, the entirety of his range, just every note gave something. Every note had something to offer.
Every night, every day, a little piece of you is falling away. Lift your eyes, the western waving. Tell your line and play the game. Till the end, kind of covers it all. Till one day they call your name. Then it's time for the hammer to fall.
We've talked briefly about just his, and I say briefly, like in a previous video, I think I featured Freddie Mercury once, but his anatomy, that jaw position, I mean, there's just so much space in his sound, and it is so full and just, I don't even know. I just love it. It's such a full, big, boomy sound, even though he still has a lot of great focus and like that laser beam ping, so that it just, there's so much balance in it. That was real quick. Technically, doing that slide was really smart. Let me play that again. I feel like he could kind of hear what was happening with that texture, and so doing this so gradually was so brilliant. Look at that breath. I think he took a breath right before hell, and it was so undetectable, and it gave us that really cool phrasing when he continued to sing louder last time. Just wanna scream it louder and louder and louder. What the hell we fighting for? Just surrender and it won't hurt at all. Just got time to say your praise. Then it's time for the hammer to fall. Obviously, I'm here to focus on the vocals, but I all the props in the world to all the musicians on stage. I mean, it's just this is such a good live performance. It's so well executed, and obviously they're incredibly skilled musicians, but that added layer of professionalism and performance value, I'm just so impressed. I need a break. I decided to stand for this one myself. That was not smart. Here we go.
This next song is only dedicated to beautiful people here tonight. It means all of you. Thank you for coming along and making this a great occasion. Shoulder, I just can't handle it. Shoulder, I must get round to it. Ain't ready. Crazy little this thing, shoulder, it cries in a cradle all night. It's sweet, it jives, shakes all over like the jellyfish. You gotta like it, crazy little. There goes my baby. She knows I'm wrong. She drives me crazy. She gives me all. Gotta be cool, relax, get heavy, get on my tracks, take the backseat of hitchhike, take a long ride back to the ready, crazy little a hitchhike, take a long ride on my motorbike to the ready, crazy little thing I love. Listen, come on, I just can't handle it. Listen, shoulder, I just out of it, baby, love me, crazy little thing I love, crazy little thing I love. Hey, crazy little thing I love. Take it back. Crazy little thing I love. Yeah, yeah. Crazy little thing I love. Hey, crazy little thing I love. All right.
I love that song. I've loved all these songs, obviously. I do want to look something up. Let's see. yeah, I just had to be sure because I remember hearing this song as a kid and thinking it was someone like Elvis or something to that effect. And when I first found out that Freddie Mercury wrote this song, I was just so impressed because of, I don't know, how he achieved that stylistic sound of something earlier, like when you think about 50s and 60s rock and roll. Yeah, I just okay, we're in the home stretch. I'm just enjoying this so much.
Buddy, you're a boy, make a big noise, playing in the street. Gonna be a big man someday. A mite on your face, big disgrace, kicking your can all over the place. Sing it. Yeah, do it. I like it. Sing it again. We will rock you. One more time. We will rock you.
Okay, I mentioned this in a previous video and I can't remember which one, but when we talk about aligning one's singing sounds to one's speaking sounds, to my ears, his speaking voice and singing voice are one and the same. And I love that because it gives you, like, the more you are, the closer aligned you are to your speaking voice, the easier it is. You are training your speaking voice every single day. So the muscles that you're incorporating, the resonance that you're utilizing, all of these things will just transfer into your singing and you have like that much more practice time without even having to practice, you know? And I just love how similar the two sound whenever we hear him shout or speak and then go straight into singing.
I've paid my dues, time after time. I've done my sentence, but committed no crime.
I'm sorry, let me start this over. Just listen to that glorious tone, and you can almost hear more of that beautiful forward placement because of the mic placement. Like we're getting that ping and that laser focused sound.
I've paid my dues, time after time. I've done my sentence, but committed no crime. And by mistakes, I've made a few. I've hit my shadow sand into my face, but I've come through. We are the champions, my friend, and we'll keep on fighting to the end. We are the champions. We are the champions. No time for losers, 'cause we are the champions of the world.
Okay, I won't go back, but two things I want to point out. First, when we heard that high note and it flipped on him, it was in a head dominant mix when it flipped over, but he was able to use enough air pressure and enough tension so that we got some good press in the chords that it didn't sound like a huge like yodel crack flip. It just sounded like it was in a slightly different place, and that's because of how strong his dexterity is in that mixed range. He was still able to create a sound that matched what was happening before, even if it wasn't quite the sound that he wanted initially. That's one thing. Number two, again with these harmonies, so well timed, and I love that he took advantage of that so that he could give himself a little vocal rest. And I can, like, you can sing a lower harmony, you can just not sing at all for a minute and then jump back in, and seeing that was really exciting because like there's an element of trust that you have to have with whomever you're performing with, whether it is a band member or you're in a choir or any kind of ensemble. Like, you have to trust that the other people are going to do their job so that you can mark, you can lip sync, you can just not sing at all, whatever that means for you. And I just thought that was really beautiful to see.
I've taken my vows and my curtain calls. You brought me fame and fortune and everything that goes with it. I thank you all. But it's been a bed of roses, no pleasure cruise. I consider it a challenge to follow you my ways.
If you're still here, thank you for sticking it out with me. I truly loved every minute of that. I know his vocals at the end weren't quite as strong as what we heard at the beginning, but I kind of loved that more because that just tells me he left it all on the stage. I mean, he just gave every ounce of himself to that performance, and that made it even more thrilling to watch. Yeah, I think I talked enough throughout, so thank you guys so much for this recommendation and for watching with me, and hopefully I will see you next time.